Every single one of us has something to give. Some every single one of us has something to give, something we can offer. Whether every single one of us has something to give. Every single one of us has something to give, something we can offer. Whether it's from our experiences, good, bad, or in between. And how can we use that to say help someone else launch? Every single one of us has something to give, something we can offer. Whether it's from our experience. Every single one of us has something to give, something we can offer, whether it's from our experiences, good, bad, or in between. And how can we use that to say help someone else launch to get them
Lately, I've just been really feeling down. Ever since this whole COVID thing happened, I felt like my options are very limited. I had this very creative approach to my career. As a creator, I was involved in all types of arts and theater and in music and in television and anything that I could do creatively. And all those things are shut down temporarily. I'm at a loss. I'm depressed.
Mr. Daniel, thank you so much for sharing with me what you're going through. And I get it. I've been there before too. You got that ray inside your heart. What are some things you create?
Oh, I create everything. I'm a singer in the winter, and I'm an actor in the fall, and I'm a writer in the spring because I can do it all.
Let me tell you something, Money. All right? Listen to me. What you doing out here playing around? And you can got all these talents and stuff, and you just sitting here complaining that you don't know what to do with yourself. All right, so create, dog. What you doing? Talk about you creative, but you don't want to.
Feeling blah and unmotivated for the past several months? Well, you are not alone. Tune in this week to the Situation Lounge.
Who am I try for stop? Who am I try for block? Who am I try obstruct so them can't get up, but them walk around? We pray. Whose door am I try for knock? Full force to pull off the lock, but zero force for conquer lock. Energy gone down the drain.
Drive, doing my rounds, and this is like where all the ideas kind of flow. And I'm trying to figure out a way to create this full circle effect. Like, what I mean by that is where the content we create would circle back around to have an impact in the islands that we call home. I figured, let me start off with Jamaica, or the other islands where our team members are from, and then continue to branch out from there. Because right before the pandemic, we had our family vacation. We were like, let's just go for it, did research, or just like, let's just go. And that's what we did. We went to Jamaica, but being able to experience that was beautiful. I just had my third child. So that's how you know I was like, we just need to go. And it was 2019. It was a really great experience. And while I was there, I got a chance to connect with vendors and an amazing taxi driver named Rudy. And as much as we were having a great time, I did feel it on my heart, like, wow, we need to do something. The reason why I say that is many of the vendors and those who I spoke to, like the drivers, were sharing their frustration about not being able to connect directly with potential clients or customers abroad to be able to help grow their business. They invest a lot of money and resources to provide the best quality, but they just felt as though there was a block in order for them to reach people. So it's like, all right, how can we help vendors and drivers be able to connect with people? I'm like, well, I've been working on this platform, this channel, and I can use that. Try to figure out ways to use the platforms I currently have, my voice, as well as recruiting the team. Most of my team members are from the islands or first generation Americans, so like, we have to be able to help. So that way there's economic growth. And economic growth in the islands is through travel and tourism. That's like bread and butter. But many of the vendors don't have the capital to release marketing campaigns and stuff like that. So business in the first place was to be able to create opportunities, collaborative work, help bring their message forth, as well as to bring awareness to a cause. Like, how can we pull this off? Because it's challenging. So I was like, all right, cool. I go back and I talk to the teams. We're gonna make it happen, right? Then the pandemic happened. And I'm like, how am I going to pull this off? People aren't traveling like they were before. We can't travel to create content. Some of the ideas I had, it's like, how am I going to pull this off? You know? And then I was like, you know what? Let me just reach out to a few people. So I shared, like I said, I shared it with my team here in the U.S. And I have team members like Anthony, he's in California, Jamal, he's in Virginia, and my sister has refinement. And then I'm like, all right, well, part of the strategy to be able to highlight the islands, to then highlight the vendors, I was like, I need more content creators, you know. And I came across this page of a guy named Sheldon Levene. And I said, wow, this guy has some really nice work. And this guy seems busy. You know, he was capturing aerial views of Jamaica on his drone. And when I reached out, he shared some of the other projects that he's done and he's working on. And I was like, I have no idea if this dude is gonna go for this. He's already established in what he's doing. You know, I have this idea I want to pitch to you to see if we can highlight the islands using visuals, beautiful images of the islands, and then share the stories of the vendors. He's like, I'm game for it. So that's where his mindset is as well. Help local vendors and people in rural areas, you know, have sustainable income. Because with this digital divide, it's getting harder and harder. I'm like, all right, well, let's do this. You know, let's make it happen. And we started working on a few projects. So that journey started. I mean, the roadblocks that we face is just primarily one, you know, time. And all of us are in different industries. Top of that, family. You know, I have 3 kids. And, you know, other members of the team are looking to grow their family. And it's like, how are we going to pull this up? Not only that, money. You know, how are we going to shoot? Sheldon going to shoot some clips down there. I shoot some clips up here. I'm trying to find a videographer that would jump on board with this project. Because I'm like, the cause is great, but I have some bills. I got daycare, aftercare, and all these cares in the world that's happening here. And I'm like, there has to be a way. I gotta figure out a way to do this, and we did. You know, it was gradual. Week by week, a few minutes here, a few minutes there. Early mornings, late nights. We did.
Hey, ahead of my time, that's a race against my past. Whenever they clock me, that's 2,000 on the dash. That kind of tickles me.
It's an interesting feeling, and you know, glad I made the plunge. And certainly, yeah, there's a lot of work. A lot of work. I'm ready for it.
Well, I just want them to know that I have a farm here and going, and I like them to come and see and shop with me.
Yeah, you know we number one and you don't need to ask. I got the magic, feel like I'm a greyhound looking at a rabbit. Finish line so close, I reach out and grab it. I only look back just to look at your reaction. Can't stop when we start, we get it done. Take no days off, we number one. Lays at these kicks, and we run. Like this, We gon' get it done.
Charge for those? Boy, you don't know what you're getting into.
We gon' get it done. Take no days off. We gon' get it done.
Hey everyone, so
We gon' get it done.
I just sampled bun and cheese ice cream.
We gon' get it done.
Bun and cheese ice cream.
We gon' get it done. We gon' get it done.
But thank you all for giving us this interview and this opportunity to be seen and heard. Thank you.
More persons come to Jamaica, the economy, persons get jobs in tourism, and it cuts down on frustration. So if I can indirectly somehow contribute 0.09%, I'm good.
Happening. We're exhausted, but we hope you enjoyed what you watched so far. And that's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Bye.
Right.
Peace and love is what since so me want know. I hold them a try for stop. I hold them a try for block.
good, peoples? We are here. It's a couple of hills that we gotta climb, but we're here.
Yes, we made it to Seven Rivers. We are doing a camping tour. Oh, that's a drum.
What's good, peoples? We are here. It's a couple of hills that we gotta climb, but we're here.
Yes, we made it to Seven Rivers. We are doing a camping tour. Oh, that's a drum. Hey. Got the. Oh, you found it? Okay. And that's Rudy back there.
Look at that big old mosquito.
Like when I heard it at first, I was like, "Oh my gosh! Hopefully that's not bees."
I know. I thought it was that too.
I think we can do it. I mean, the cave kind of dark, so super dark. I guess what I can do, if you want, we can do record on the nice field out there.
Yeah.
The open field. You can just start talking and interacting when you're recording me.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh. See him over here. Oh. No, man, I know that. No, I don't. You know, can I get one of those for Christmas?
I know, right? Okay.
So we can get content. This is so nice. What is it?
Babe, I really want to be one of those.
Are you able to fly? Well, no, don't fly it in the cave. We don't want it to get lost.
These coffee grounds, coffee beans?
Yeah. I think it's cocoa.
Yeah, this is cocoa.
Yeah. I reckon I like it. So I was saying maybe we can go down there and yeah, you got out somewhere. We just kill off the species or wholly. They'll keep mothers just keep breeding and breeding. And that's killing off the snakes. So it was kind of interesting when you found that snake has technically been around. The family has been around hiding in the rocks.
And that was Mama Snake, so they came and found her and set her free, so she can breed. Oh my gosh! And this is like just half of the place, or?
Yeah, there's another here we can I can show you the way.
That snake is free. I'm not going down there.
I mean, if the snake is big, we can see it. Right?
Yeah, but if it's hiding behind the bushes, you ever seen the movie Anaconda?
You still have the coffee bean in your hand?
Oh no, I think
Oh.
you get to pick them up. There's more in the tree.
So let me ask you. So if let's say if we had like a kayak, we could jump in here and then go all the way around,
Yeah,
right?
they have a kayak actually. I think it's in storage, but they have a kayak. They have a kayak thing that you can kayak and go. But it's not going to be in the bamboo. Some persons are afraid.
How deep is the water? Like when it's down to that level, how deep is it? You know?
Pretty shallow. It's not that. You can walk into the water around here.
Okay. Was it cold?
Yes. Oh man, I just wanted to just dive right in.
There's a location here.
I don't have the proper shoes to be down there.
Come on.
Slip, fall, and mess myself up.
Oh my gosh. I know, like seriously, I just wanna just put up a hammock and just chill.
So what you can do, some persons just stay here for the day and then go back to where they rest. Stay, eat, chill, and then go back.
You hear that, babe?
Yeah, we can do that.
Stay, eat, chill, and go back to Deja.
Yeah, I'm down for that. I don't mind doing the overnight thing, you know.
Yeah, I guess it just needs to be programmed for it. Like, it might not be like.
And then have a contingency plan.
Watch our next adventure.
Bananas, and we used to have spray for yellow sigatoka like every 21 days, and then it got more prevalent, and we had to spray every 14 days. Now it is requiring spraying every 7 days. That's putting more chemicals in the environment. So the breeding work done in Jamaica and other countries has come up with this banana that does not require any spraying because it's very tolerant to the least what disease.
How did they develop that? Like,
by breeding work, and there's a plant on top that I could show you that literally have seeds inside. Yep. So, and the interesting thing, as I was saying, you could check the age of a banana by counting every day it drops off one. And so if this bud was still remaining here, it sheds a bud.
oh, so that's how you can tell because of the.
So I could count these. so from here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right up, and you get the number of days. And we add 5 days for when this appears for the first time. So in 5 days, it would come out, this border would appear, and it actually make a noise like a woman having a baby.
Are you serious?
Dead serious.
Oh my gosh.
Right, if you could sit here. So in 14 days, the hands are straight across like this. In 21 days, they start going back up. So with experience, you could come and check it. And once the hands start going back up, we know, and it takes about 90 days after appearing for this to be mature enough.
Oh, wow.
And that's when it is mainly exported, what we call high
Within
3/4.
21 days?
21 days, the hands start turning up.
Wow.
Because the hands, like this, they come out just like this down. In 14 days, they're horizontal. And in 21 days, they start
curve up.
going back up.
It would be good to do like have like just a camera gestation
Time-lapse.
and do like a time lapse of it budding for that period of time.
All right. So I was saying about the walking of the banana. So if we want good banana production, the idea is when you reap this, and this is ready for reaping maybe in another 3 weeks, right? No, maybe I'll come more. So we say 21 days they start turning back up. So this could be about
month and a half.
About 60 days. So in another month, this would be ready for reaping.
And where does it go from here?
5 months after reaping this, the daughter should be ready for reaping.
So it's an ongoing cycle.
So
of
you'd have
bananas.
always have bananas. But if you allow competition, if that one grows, this one grows, that one grows, all around, if all 42 should ever grow, it becomes a banana forest. So the pruning of banana, we select the strongest, and the first one that comes up because that is the first money. And the next crop should be produced by this. In other words, we are not going to allow grandmothers to have children or take care of the children. Yes.
Yeah, that's a good analogy.
No house is big enough for 2 women to live in. So we'll select this. Any other treatment or any other new crop must come from this. So look what is happening here.
So already starting.
This is coming from it. So we would prune away, kill all the others. And the next crop will come from this.
Wow.
So look where it
Isn't that
started.
amazing?
Look where it started. So it walks.
And that's what we call the banana walk.
Okay, got you.
All right? So banana really walks.
I have a curious question because
Yeah.
this is something that I've always wondered.
Yeah.
How do you start a banana plant first? Like like most trees, you plant a seed and it grow.
Yeah.
How does the first one start?
So the banana, as I said, can also produce a true seed.
Oh, really?
So you just plant the banana by
but-
itself?
Huh?
The full banana?
So this, right now, we could take this out, just cut it off,
And transplant it
and just
somewhere.
plant it somewhere else.
But like-
So we say banana suckers.
But what about the first one? Because like our son,
Yes.
he's looking to go into farming
Mhm.
and agriculture.
Mhm.
So that was a question he asked us, and we're like, I don't know. Do you take a whole banana and put it in the ground,
That's
or
one
you
thing
have
that
to?
for all my life I've always wanted because we have some of these in our
as
backyard.
we say to you, for the life of this plant will produce up to 42 babies.
Right.
So do we have to buy a sucker?
Yes, so you buy
Okay.
the suckers.
Okay.
So you'd come, a sucker maybe goes for about 100 Jamaican dollars now.
So about
Yes.
$1, $2.
Yes. So that is how it goes.
Oh.
And the story for the chocolate, we go through that story. You plant that chocolate maybe is about 4 going 5 years old now, about 4 years old. But it starts bearing well after about 3 years.
So there's a
Yep.
lot of
Wait,
patience
this
in farming.
tree?
That's chocolate.
Oh.
Yeah, that's chocolate. Okay, so what I was showing you earlier, and the best practice is that you'll take these up from under the tree.
So you wait till it
So-
falls on its own?
No, we harvest them when they are like this.
Oh, okay.
And we scoop out the chocolate and we take them up there as I showed you.
Just park outside, either walking or my car to pick them up.
park outside where though?
Further out, right? Where we turn right, a park, there's a park out.
About 3 times a turn right, you know?
The last third right. Yeah, so this is only like, there's a bad patch here and a bad patch here.
I can swear I saw a house back here just now.
So, you saw a house. Oh, you want to see, you want to see jungle seeker? Well, please don't get to jungle. When character located where you can park, so you don't have to go all the way.
I am glad we came first because I could just imagine Jamal's wife like, honey, what's going on?
Yeah, it's happened.
Bananas. And we used to have spray for yellow cigar tobacco like every 21 days. And then it got more prevalent and we had to spray it.
I went on my first nature walk in Jamaica. It's a beautiful area called Seven Rivers Attractions, and they're in Hanover. We got a chance to explore, and it was a beautiful experience. We can't wait to share with you more clips from our adventures. I was able to enjoy the experience with my husband, got a chance to see some of the beautiful images live, up close and personal, that was captured by my friend Sheldon Levene. If you've seen a book that I've featured throughout the program, that's actually his work. Able to take us around. And of course, couldn't go anywhere without Rudy. So take a look.
Oh. Hey you guys, I'm that little brown girl with the green hair, or some of you guys may know me by Nashi D. Baker.
To give other kids a treats that they can enjoy. I actually told my mom and dad that I wanted to be a baker.
Naji creates flourless cake recipes using organic and natural ingredients.
Or some of you may know me by Nashi D. Baker. I am 18 years old. I started my whole business when I was 10 years old. And every single last one of you that is here today has been supporting me since day one, and I really, really appreciate you guys. And I know when Father God brings me all the way up to the top, I could never, ever forget you guys. Now, me and my two sisters, Shakar and Natalia, we're battling sickle cell anemia. And our mission is to restore faith, love, and joy back to the children battling sickle cell anemia. It is super duper important to give back to our community because we don't have a lot of light that shines on our community at all. Our disease is basically overlooked, I would have to say. And nowadays, a lot of people is starting to find out more about sickle cell anemia, which I'm super duper excited about. And I'm actually happy that more people is being educated about sickle cell anemia and for newborns. Now, my little speech that I have for today is, if you stumble, make it part of the dance. Every day may not be good, but there is something good in every day. You either get bitter or you get better. And if you also have dreams that you want to pursue, it doesn't matter how old you are. If we can do it, I know you guys can do it, and I really love you all. Tons by the boatload. Sickle cell slayer! Oh. Hey you guys, I'm that little brown girl with the green hair, or some of you guys may know me by Nashi D. Baker.
To give other kids a treats that they can enjoy. I actually told my mom and dad that I wanted to be a baker.
Naji creates flourless cake recipes using organic and natural ingredients.
Or some of you may know me by Nashi D. Baker. I am 18 years old. I started my whole business when I was 10 years old. Nashi D. Baker.
To give other kids a treats that they can enjoy. I actually told my mom and dad that I wanted to be a baker.
Naji creates flourless cake recipes using organic and natural ingredients.
Or some of you may know me by Nashi the Baker. I am 18 years old. I started my whole business when I was 10 years old. And every single last one of you that is here today has been supporting me since day one. And I really, really appreciate you guys. And I know when Father God brings me all the way up to the top, I could never, ever forget you guys. Now, me and my two sisters, Shakara and Natalia, we're battling sickle cell anemia. And our mission is to restore faith, love, and joy back to the children battling sickle cell anemia. It is super duper important to give back to our community because we don't have a lot of light that shines on our community at all. Our disease is basically overlooked, I would have to say. And nowadays, a lot of people is starting to find out more about sickle cell anemia, which I'm super duper excited about. And I'm actually happy that more people is being educated about sickle cell anemia and for newborns. Now, my little speech that I have for today is, if you stumble, make it part of the dance. Every day may not be good, but there is something good in every day. You either get bitter or you get better. If you also have dreams that you want to pursue, it doesn't matter how old you are. If we can do it, I know you guys can do it, and I really love you all. Tons by the boatload. Sickle cell slayers!
Ladies, how are we doing?
Fine.
We all good?
Yes, sir.
Good. This is Shakara, Italia, and Nashi, who's determined to fight an inherited disease, one cake at a time.
You are listening to the 1 Minute Highlight. We recently celebrated the youngest business owner to attend our Training for Greatness workshop. Her name is Naji. She is the owner of Naji the Baker. She creates healthy treats for children with sickle cell anemia and other chronic illnesses. I had the pleasure of enjoying her treats, and as you can see, Kingsley Grant enjoyed them.
Ever since our oldest daughter, Shakara, had a massive stroke back in 2014, Naji went on this quest. I think she went somewhat on a survival mode.
I'm glad my sister is helping out kids, sickle cell kids just like us battling sickle cell anemia.
And in addition to using the proceeds to buy baking supplies, Naji buys goodies for TLC bags filled with toys and other items for children.
I think it was super cool because then sometimes I would have to say it's very rare to see a whole family together with their children, helping them out with their dreams, because sometimes some parents may not support their children's dream, or they feel like that's not the specific dream that they always wanted their child to have. So just having parents that actually backs my dream, my sisters and I dream of, and also our foundation and our business, I really, really appreciate them, and they are the best.
She was the type of kid who was a sugarhead, and she could not do without her sweet treats. So when we found out from our holistic doctor by the name of Charlie Rare that they could not eat store-bought treats anymore, Naji went crazy. She went crazy. So she went on this baking quest to create healthy treats for her and her sisters. And what she did is, surprisingly, we were shocked that her first treat that she created, it was delicious. And she wanted to be able to have bacon fundraisers for her to be able to create TLC bags for other little children who are living with sickle cell anemia. And the girls wanted to bring joy to all of the kids that were at Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital. So that's what really inspired us by her baking and selling her baked goods to the neighbors, and they surprisingly loved it. And so she just wanted to do more.
Alright guys, we are here at Millie's farm. We got Lydia, we got Shifey Poo, we got Antonius the Great,
We came to get some natural fruit.
and we got Salua.
Eating natural fruit.
Right. Cool. So we're about to go inside, and we have Miss Millie here. Hello, Miss Millie.
Hi, honey.
How are you doing today?
Fine.
All right. So my wife Yannick told us about your place, and she told us go along and check out Miss Millie farm, and see what she have down there. Make sure you bring back a pineapple for me.
Yeah, it's been a while. And
You remember how to peel it?
March last year.
March last
Not
year.
March. Yeah, March this year. Yeah. I had someone I went to San Andres.
Ah,
Yeah, nice.
cool.
Because we grind again.
Well, let's head back. What would you want people to know about your farm?
Well, I just want them to know that I have a farm here and I like them to come and see and shop with me
Okay. What days you open in the week?
every day besides Sunday.
Every day except Sunday. What time in the morning you open? 6 till what time?
5.
6 till 5. All right, no problem. We can get everything from pineapple.
Honey, this is honey, you know.
We have honey. Oh, natural honey. Okay, nice. So we have honey, we have pineapple, we have carrots, we have sweet pepper, cucumber, melon, pumpkin, everything. And everything you can come here and ask Miss Millie for. She's here Monday through Saturday from 6 in the morning till 5 p.m.
So put 4 in there. Or a different bag.
Different bag. Talua, how was your experience in the Miss Millie's farm?
Well, it was fun because it's like remembering home on the island. We have a lot of agriculture and we grow a lot of things right in the backyard. So it was like remembering a little bit from home, how we used to plant and seeing grandparents doing stuff like that. So
Nice.
that was nice.
What about you, Anthony?
It's always nice to see black folks, especially, doing separate agriculture and farming.
All right,
especially
sometimes
in
you have to
this
take a
modern day
break
area
from
where
the
everything is either shipped or processed. So seeing,
hustle and the
colors
grind and
really still have an
enjoy the view. Yes, there are many places you can go to where
What
there's
about
a
you, Madam
fee
Inku?
to get in, to enjoy fine dining or just a cup of coffee. But there are many places you can go to this free of charge. There's local parks.
And it's like just being one with the earth. It just shows, that she cares about what she's doing. So just as Anthony said, just seeing, black businesses thrive, for themselves is just real good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Shaifra.
Parks. If you're in
How was your farm experience?
It was great.
What did you like about it?
All the plants.
I can't hear you.
I liked all the plants, how they grew so fast.
How they grow so fast?
Yeah, because she said that she just she started planting them and then they grow fast and they grow nice and healthy.
Okay, cool. Cypher's a genius. There we go. Hey guys, how y'all feeling today? Guess what? We're going on an adventure. Where do you think we're going? Los Angeles? What do you think, Mommy?
I don't know. Let's see.
What do you think, EJ? Where do you think we're going?
I think we're going to out of town.
Duh.
My second guess is Orlando.
Cypher, I told you before, if we're going to Orlando, we're driving. We're not flying. It's cheaper. All right, well, Mommy, how about we tell them where we're going?
I think we should.
All right. You said we shouldn't? Okay, stop. Stop. All right, so you should stand up behind them.
No, I just.
All right. So we are going to Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Yes, Shifra, we are going to Jamaica. Nice, huh?
That's why we're showing you all those videos.
Hey, Mommy.
Hey.
All right.
We're going to Jamaica for the first time.
Boom. EJ, don't go too far, buddy. All right.
All right. So we are now live and inside of TFG City.
Every single one of us have something to give, something we can offer, whether it's from our experiences, good, bad, or in between. Bun and cheese ice cream. You're lying. You're lying. You have to show me this. Hold on.
That's like,
Show me this.
I wish I knew how to bake bun and cheese.
This is bun and cheese? Bun and cheese ice cream. You're lying. You're lying. You have to show me this. Hold on.
That's like,
Show me this.
I wish I knew how to bake bun and cheese.
This is bun and cheese? Bun and cheese ice cream. You're lying. You're lying. You have to show me this. Hold on.
That's like, I wish I knew how to bake bun and cheese.
them a try for stop? I who them a try for block? Who them a try obstruct so them can't get up, but them walk around. We pray. Whose door them a try for knock? Full force to pull off the lock, but zero force for conquer lock. Them energy gone down with Drake.
Drive, doing my rounds, and this is.
I who them a try for stop? I who them a try for block? Who them a try obstruct so them can't get up, but them walk around. We pray. Whose door them a try for knock? Full force to pull off the lock, but zero force for conquer lock. Them energy gone down with Drake.
Drive, doing my rounds, and this is like where all the ideas kind of flow. And I'm trying to figure out a way to create this full circle effect. Right? What I mean by that is where the content we create would circle back around to have an impact in the islands that we call home. And I figured, let me start off with Jamaica, or the other islands where our team members are from, and then continue to branch out from there. Because right before the pandemic, we had our family vacation. We were like, let's just go for it, did research, or just like, let's just go. And that's what we did. We went to Jamaica, but being able to experience that was beautiful. I just had my third child. So that's how you know I was like, we just need to go. And it was 2019. It was a really great experience. And while I was there, got a chance to connect with vendors and an amazing taxi driver named Rudy. And as much as we were having a great time, I did feel it on my heart, like, wow, we need to do something. The reason why I say that is many of the vendors and those who I spoke to, like the drivers, were sharing their frustration about not being able to connect directly with potential clients or customers abroad to be able to help grow their business. They invest a lot of money and resources to provide the best quality, but they just felt as though there was a block in order for them to reach people. So it's like, all right, how can we help vendors and drivers be able to connect with people? I'm like, well, I've been working on this platform, this channel, and I can use that. Try to figure out ways to use the platforms I currently have, my voice, as well as recruiting the team. Most of my team members are from the islands or first generation Americans, so like, we have to be able to help. So that way there's economic growth. And economic growth in the islands is through travel and tourism. That's like bread and butter. But many of the vendors don't have the capital to release marketing campaigns and stuff like that. So it's like, well, this is why I started my business in the first place, was to be able to create opportunities, help bring their message forth, as well as to bring awareness to a cause. Like, how can we pull this off? Because it's challenging. So I was like, all right, cool. I go back and I talk to the team. Then the pandemic happened. And I'm like, how am I going to pull this off? People aren't traveling like they were before. We can't travel to create content. Some of the ideas I had, like, how am I going reach out to a few people. So I shared, like I said, I shared it with my team here in the U.S. And I have team members like Anthony, he's in California, Jamal, he's in Virginia, and my sister has refined. And then I'm like, all right, well, part of the strategy to be able to highlight the islands, to then highlight the vendors, I was like, I need more content creators, you know, and I came across this page of a guy named Sheldon Levene. And I said, wow, this guy has some really nice work. And this guy seems busy. You know, he was capturing aerial views of Jamaica on his drone. And when I reached out, he shared some of the other projects that he's done and he's working on. And it's like, I have no idea if this dude is going to go for this. He's already established in what he's doing. You know, I have this idea I want to pitch to you to see if we can highlight the islands using visuals, beautiful images of the islands, and then share the stories of the vendors. He's like, I'm game for it. So that's where his mindset is as well. Help local vendors and people in rural areas, you know, have sustainable income. Because with this digital divide, it's getting harder and harder. I'm like, all right, well, let's do this. You know, let's make it happen. And we started working on a few projects. So that journey started. I mean, the roadblocks that we face is just primarily one, you know, time. All of us are in different industries. Top of that, family. You know, I have 3 kids, and you know, other members of the team are looking to grow their family. And it's like, how are we gonna pull this up? Not only that, money, 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 money. You know, how are we gonna shoot? Sheldon gonna shoot some clips down there. I shoot some clips up here. Trying to find a videographer that would jump on board with this project, because I'm like, the cause is great, but I have some bills. I got daycare, aftercare, and all these cares in the world that's happening here. And I'm like, it has to be a way. I gotta figure out a way to do this, and we did. You know, it was gradual, week by week, a few minutes here, a few minutes there, early mornings, late nights. We did.
Hey, ahead of my time, that's a race against my past. Whenever they clock me, that's 2000 on the dash.
It's an interesting feeling, and you know, I'm glad I made the plunge. And certainly, yeah, there's a lot of work. A lot of work. I'm ready for it.
Well, I just want them to know that I have a farm here and going, and I like them to come and see and shop with me.
Yeah, you know we number one and you don't need to ask. I got the magic, feel like I'm a greyhound looking at a rabbit. Finish line so close, I reach out and grab it. I only look back just to look at your reaction. Can't stop when we start, we get it done. Take no days off, we number one. Lays at these kicks, and we run. Like this, we gon' get it done.
Charge for those? Boy, you don't know what you're getting into.
We gon' get it done. Take no days off, we gon' get it done.
Hey everyone, so
we gon' get it done.
I just sampled bun and cheese ice cream.
We gon' get it done.
Bun and cheese ice cream.
We gon' get it done. We gon' get it.
But thank you all for giving us this interview and this opportunity to be seen and heard. Thank you.
More persons come to Jamaica, the economy is up. Persons get jobs in tourism, and you know it cuts down on frustration. So if I can indirectly somehow contribute to 0.09%, I'm good. I'm good.
Happening. We're exhausted, but we hope you enjoyed what you watched so far. And that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Bye.
All right.
Peace and love. So me want know. I hold them a try for stop. I hold them a try for block.
Frustration. So if I can indirectly
What's good, peoples? We are here. It's a couple of hills that we gotta climb, but we're here.
Yes, we made it to Seven Rivers. We are doing a camping tour. Oh, that's a joke. Got the. Oh, you found it? Okay. And that's Rudy back there.
Look at that big old mosquito.
Like when I heard it at first, I was like, "Oh my gosh! Hopefully that's not bees."
I know. I thought it was that too.
I think what we can do, I mean, the cave kind of dark, super dark. I guess what I can do, if you want, we can do record on the nice field out there. Yeah. The open field, you can just start talking and interacting when you're recording it.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, you found him overhead. Oh.
That's Rudy.
No, man, I know that. No, I don't. Can I get one of those for Christmas?
I know, right? Okay.
So we can get content. This is so nice. What is it?
Babe, I really need one of those.
Are you able to fly it? Well, no, don't fly it in the cave. We don't want it to get lost. All right, sometimes you have to take a break.
Yeah, this is cocoa.
So I was saying maybe we can go down there and yeah, you got out somewhere. We just kill off species or whole heap. Those keep muggers just keep breeding and breeding. And that's killing off the snakes. So it was kind of interesting when you found that snake. That snake has technically been around. The family has been around hiding in the rocks.
And that was Mama Snake. So they came and found her and set her free so she can breed. Oh my gosh. And this is like just half of the place, or?
That snake is free. I'm not going down there.
I mean, if the snake is big, we can see it. Right?
Yeah, but if it's hiding behind the bushes, you ever seen the movie Anaconda?
You still have the coffee bean in your hand?
Oh no, I think we get to pick them off. There's more on the tree.
So let me ask you. So let's say if we had like a kayak, we could jump in here and then go all the way around,
yeah,
right?
They have a kayak actually. I think it's in storage, but they have a kayak. They have a kayak thing where you can kayak as well.
How deep is the water? Like when it's down to that level, how deep is it? You know?
Pretty shallow. It's not that. You can walk into the water around here.
Okay. Was it cold?
Yes. Oh man, I just wanted to just dive right in.
There's a location here.
I don't have the proper shoes to be down there.
Come on.
Oh
my gosh. I know, like seriously, I just wanna just put up a hammock and just chill.
So what you can do, some persons just stay here for the day and then go back to where they first. Stay, eat, chill, and then go back.
You hear that, babe?
Yep, we can do that.
Stay, eat, chill, and go back to Deja.
Yeah, I'm down for that. I don't mind doing the overnight thing, you know?
Yeah, I guess you just need to be programmed for that. You might have to like...
From the hustle and the grind, and watch our enjoy the view. Yes, there are many places you could go to where there's a fee to get in, to enjoy fine dining or just a cup of coffee. But there are many places you can go to that's free of charge. There's local parks. If you're in South Florida like I am, there's the beach. The key thing is do something different. Break up the daily routine that feels have to switch things up. Enjoy the view around you. And stay tuned at TFG365.
we go. Hey guys, how y'all feeling today? Guess what? We're going on an adventure. Where do you think we're going? Los Angeles? What do you think, Mommy?
I don't know. Let's see.
What do you think, EJ? Where do you think we're going?
I think we're going to out of town.
Duh.
My second guess is Orlando.
Chef, I told you before, if we're going to Orlando, we're driving. We're not flying. It's cheaper. All right, well, Mommy, how about we tell them where we're going?
I think we should.
All right. You said we shouldn't? Okay, stop. Stop. All right, so you should stand up behind them.
No, I just
All right. So we are going to Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Yes, Shifra, we are going to Jamaica. Nice, huh?
That's why we're showing you all those videos.
Hey, Mommy.
Hey.
All right.
We're going to Jamaica for the first time.
Boom. EJ, don't go too far, buddy. All right.
All right. So we are now live and inside of TFG City, inside of the VR world. I'm here with Jamal. My name is Anthony Ryan Grant. I'm here with Training for Greatness. And we're about to take a grand tour from the hall leading into the main auditorium. Jamal, what do you think so far?
I'm definitely loving the architect and just the amount of space there is. I think that's going to be great for people to move around, interact with each other. So I'm loving the design.
All right. I guess let's go ahead and take a walk inside and see what's going on.
All right.
Take the scenic route past the TFG City, floating coin in the middle, with the nice decor. Definitely places for people to take pictures and take in the scenery.
Yeah, see, we have a couple of visitors.
One thing I think people are really going to enjoy is the light scheme and color scheme in here. I think gives like a very neon, like a Tokyo neon esque look. That this is very eye appealing and catching. I think people will be very impressed by what they see.
Yeah, I think I like about it is it's like you said, the lighting is soft enough, but at the same time it captures your attention, and yet there's not too much going on that you're just so distracted.
Right. And as you can see from the stage, people can come up, they can make a presentation, they can perform. There's a lot of things that are capable. There's even a balcony seating for the VIPs that I'm sure Yannick will pass out. That's true. Let's go take a look at backstage and see what that's looking like. So I'm gonna do a little quick teleporting.
Let's say almost acts as a green room as well, because artists want to get prepped and ready. This is another good place where they can get their VR or whatever equipment they need in the real world prepped, as well as once they get here, we're able to talk with them and just sort of go over any last minute things that need to be done, and boom, get to show.
All right, everybody, we are back here in TFG City taking a sneak preview. Once again, I am Anthony Ryan Grant, and to my virtual left, I have Jamal, and we're here to give you guys an exclusive preview and an exclusive look at both the photosphere and videosphere that you can see inside TFG City. Jamal, do you have any thoughts before we step in?
I'm looking forward to it, actually. Everyone loves the bubble.
All right, I'm gonna let you lead the way, man. Which one are we going to first?
Let's hit the one. Yeah, let's check out the photosphere first.
All right.
Oh.
Jamal, for our viewers back home who may not have access to the VR world just yet, can you describe some of the things that we're seeing?
So right now we are on Lincoln Road, a very famous place in Miami. I should say South Beach. Just every day people walking around enjoying, life here. Definitely a nice view, beautiful sunny day in South Florida. Definitely loving the view.
All the familiar trappings of home for sure.
I miss this place.
Definitely.
This is definitely a cool little spot just to, really enjoy something for a moment.
Yeah.
All right. Ready for the next episode?
Definitely. I think we have the creator of the photo before we exit the bubble. We have the creator of our photo right over there. Now we're gonna move on to our video sphere. So now we are, again, for those who are not currently within the bubble, we are now just taking a ride through a city.
This would be a very interesting way to do commercials where, instead of just watching it on, you're actually experiencing. And we're right in it, like actually feel as though we're really in the environment.
Yeah. You have options for like music or, just imagine if you could like pick a route at some point, just taking tours of cities that people have never been to. Virtual tourism is gonna take on a whole new meaning in the future.
Right, and you'll do the cameras, but it'll take you on the water or the concert series and things like that, and be able to have your own personal bubble where you and maybe a group of your friends can be away from everyone and just sort of enjoy this together. And especially in a 360-degree environment, that's pretty awesome right there.
All right. So for those who have joined us, thank you guys for taking this exclusive tour with us. There will be this and so much more available to the general public once TFG City is officially open for every creative, non-creative, and anyone who is interested in the VR world that is being built here to join in on. Thank you guys for watching and listening.
My name is DJ Mr. E, and I want to welcome you out to this week's episode of The Situation Lounge. This week we have a great show lineup for you. But before we get to that, do me a huge favor. Hit that red subscribe button, hit that share button, and let your friends and family know that you are now tuned in to The Situation Lounge on TFG365TV. Tonight, as a special guest expert, we have the one and only Magda Demerit with Wonderful Counselor LLC.com, and also special guests Tasha Love and Andre Harrison. Hey Magda, welcome to the show.
Thank you for joining us on today. I'm excited about this chance to serve and provide some information.
Ebony. You have just hit your 250,000 follower on Instagram.
What?
We're at 250,000.
Oh my God. Oh my God, are you serious?
The blue check is on its way. The refined please. We're here. We're established now.
Wow. I never thought this would happen to me. I mean, I've worked so hard. I mean, you know that the time, the sweat, the everything.
Oh, yeah. I'm so happy for you. So, I know we got the event coming up. I know we're going to have all these different restaurants putting on samplers of some of the top-rated restaurants that you've reviewed and talked about. And, I just thought it was a good time to bring up the kind of clientele we're going to need at that kind of event. It's a high-end event, and we are expecting high-end clientele, So I know you're really close with, what's his name, Jamar?
We went back since high school days. He's my friend. I love him. He's just amazing. He's been there from the jump. He supports everything I do.
Right, Jamal.
I have to have him everywhere I go.
See, so that was my thing. I don't think it's ideal to have him for this thing. Yeah.
Okay, so the next one, right? Because that's my dog. He been there with me from the very beginning. He supports everything that I do. I mean,
let's just kind of see how that goes. When I think about the last event we had, and there was an all green attire, and we had the green forks and knives, and he showed up in a yellow polo, and you're blue checked, right? There's a different kind of thing if we got the name, and I don't think
he's about to be blue checked too. I mean, he's coming up with me.
Right. So I think maybe we should just wait till he gets there.
That coming in, right? When people are establishing themselves and they bring other people into their journey, right? A manager or someone else who's going to be working with them. It's important for them to understand what the vision is, what the foundations are, what the priorities are, what values are present, so that these type of things don't even come into a conversation later on, right? And so it's clear to me that this young lady's value is her friendships, right? Friendships are important to her. People who have been by her side and who have supported her, that's important to her. And so it sounds like the manager did not know or was not aware or thought that it was okay for him to even approach her with this concern. I think she did the right thing in terms of reflecting on why, right? Why is this a concern? What is it specifically that we can do to overcome the hurdle or the concern that you are expressing so that this person can be a part of or partake in this experience?
Anthony Ryan Grant.
I'm Salua Jackson.
I'm Jamal Smith.
And you're watching The Situation Lounge
on TFG
365 TV.
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on, girl?
Not so much. How are you doing?
Yo, I just got off the ground. Yo, we made it. 250,000. Oh, you on our way up, girl? Feeling like George and Weezy up in here.
You're so silly. Yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you about something.
Oh yeah, check it out. I'm getting my wardrobe. Come my man's. He gonna give me the new J's with the FUBU. Yo, I'm going old school. I'm going FUBU on this out. You know what I'm saying?
I know you were so excited to be, part of my journey.
Of course. Got you.
Yeah. But I did have a talk with my manager, Anthony. You remember him, right?
Oh, yeah, I remember that dude. Yeah. I don't think he like me too much, but he cool.
Yeah, it's cool sometimes. He, I don't really know how to say this, but you won't be able to come with me to my next event or be present in any event moving forward. For now.
Well, hold on. What you talking about? What you mean? What? Is it because of that green incident? Look, I don't like green. No. I'll dress up. I'll get the polo with the Chris.
Hi, my name is Anthony Grant, and I play Daniel on the Situation Lounge. Do you agree or disagree with how I handle this situation?
Now, this is how I feel about that. I don't agree. I feel as though, listen, I'm like Bad Boys for Life. We ride together, we die together. Bad Boys for Life. So I would be like, oh, ain't no way I'm letting go the person, my partner, who has brought me all the way up. And now I'm going to drop them because you feel like they don't fit my image. Because now I got a little following and I got some money. If he was good enough to get me there, he should be good enough to be there. So this is how I would look at it. If I'm going to lose a contract for like, $500,000 from CoverGirl, because I'm fine. I think I could take that spot. Then I would have to talk to Jamal and say, listen here, look here, bruh. We about to make this money. You always gonna be my road dog. So guess what? I owe you a trip to Jamaica because we about to get paid, okay? I feel like if you are real friends, you should always be able to communicate to your friends in love what's going on. Tell me the truth. If I gotta wear all yellow, then get me a yellow suit and we gonna rock that yellow. If I gotta tone it down and get a little proper, baby, I know how to act in multiple scenarios, so I can get a little proper. But if I'm your real friend, you should be able to tell me everything and anything. And guess what? We gonna be in the Bahamas together. That's how I look at it. All right, Tasha Love, saying hello. Mwah.
Hey, babe.
Hey, what's going on? I missed you.
I missed you too. So good to see you. I'm glad that you're home. You're a star. You've been really busy lately.
Yeah, I have been.
Yeah.
What's up? How was your day?
It's been all right. I appreciate you asking.
Wonderful.
It's just.
Why are you saying it like that? You appreciate me asking.
It's been something that I've kind of like had on my mind for a while, and I wanted to talk to you about. And I'm glad that you have time so we can actually sit down and have a conversation like this.
All right, speak to me. What's going on? What's the problem?
So I understand, that fame comes with a lot of trappings. I've been in the industry for a while. In a lot of ways, our relationship was a result of that, right? I stepped in as your manager and developed something more, and here we are, right? And it's been really good. The thing is, I know what's been going on with you and Jamal.
Oh, you always know what was going on between me and Jamal. We're just friends.
No. No, Ebony. I know what's going on with you and Jamal. All right. I mean, maybe you guys were friends before. I'm not sure when this transition took place, but we're married now. And
since when did you care? I mean, first of all, me and Jamal, I mean, it's just a little, flirting thing here and there. I mean, don't take that too seriously. But I mean, you've never brought that to my attention before, so what? That on.
I mean, it seemed like just a harmless thing between two friends, but I think it's more than that. I think it's something we should really take the time to work on our commitment to each other and what that looks like. I love you, and I want us to have a long-term partnership that's healthy.
I mean, I thought we just did this for the image, like for the likes.
If people want to comment and leave likes on us documenting our love, that's fine. But I'm not doing it for the likes.
I guess we can try taking it serious and see where it goes.
That's all I'm asking.
This particular situation, it sounds to me that this gentleman, this manager, had romantic motives for this particular person from the very, very beginning. I don't know that he saw that maybe there's an opportunity for financial gain as well. I don't know all those other things to be true, but it sounds to me, based on what he said, was, things were never fake for me. But the way he approached the situation, he approached it in an acceptable manner for what her desires were at the time, which is wanting to grow her brand, wanting to grow her fan base, etc., etc. Now, the part about him wanting her to cut away from the gentleman in the first clip, now we see the evolution of his motives, and that now they're married. But the motives were not communicated in terms of, okay, I'm marrying you because, number one, I really do love you in this way. But what was communicated was, we're building a brand, building your, whatever, it's good for social media. And it really wasn't a transition for her romantically.
Welcome back to the Situation Lounge, where improv and coaching connects. What are your thoughts on what the expert said regarding the situation? Please share with us in the comment section below. Jamal, hey.
Hey, good, nice. How you doing?
Thank you. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. What's going on, man?
Me and Anthony was talking about, our relationship and how we're just tired of being, fake for the media, and then kind of in person we don't really have a true connection. Well, we never did, but now he wants to actually, make it into something serious. I mean,
you were being
what's
serious.
the joke?
I've always been about you. He's always been about the business. Now all of a sudden he wants to be Mr. Husband of the Year.
Not all of a sudden. I mean, I started to see, different signs that he actually wanted to be true to me and be what he is to me, a husband, right?
So once again,
you should understand he was married before.
Yeah. So once again, I just have to fade to the back, right? Just.
I mean,
be your fan again.
You probably see me in the stores and look, Jamal, it's over.
So I hate to say it, but I think it was bound to happen in one way, shape, or form that Jamal was going to get hurt out of this situation. I think that Jamal may have needed someone to talk to about what he's willing to accept and what he's willing to be okay with in terms of companionship and what he's receiving from someone. Now, part of him, and he may have been honest about that, he said, I was under the impression that it's all been about business with that, and I've been all about you. So he accepted the situation for what it is, but I think he also cashed a check that he didn't have enough money to pay for. And so the risk of the situation going differently for them came into fruition, right? And so I don't think that Jamal was ready or prepared for something like that to happen. And I imagine had he had a therapist to guide him and let him know and help him play this movie all the way through, which is an activity that I do with my clients, right? Let's look at this decision you're making and let's play this movie all the way through to the end and what we're looking at as far as the end of the story, right? And let's see if that's something that you want to deal with.
Aquí mirando estas fotos de lo que pudo ser algo maravilloso, feliz, gozoso. Una familia, yo como tu esposo, con muchos amigos que han dado su apoyo, pero tú quisiste meterte en rollos. Nah, 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 me can't deal with this. Too much I want to go deal with stress. Life much better, so clean, so fresh. Take a look at me now, you see me stay blessed, yeah. But you gone too far. Chase after man we don't have no car. You broke my heart and you left me scarred. So me had to break you off like a Kit Kat bar.
Hi, my name is Anthony Grant, and I play Daniel on the Situation Lounge. What would you do in this situation? Post your comment below.
And this is why it's very important to be cautious when you develop friendships of the opposite sex when you're married. And one of the things that you can do to safeguard that is not allow yourself to be close friends with anyone that's not a friend of your spouse. So if you have and it doesn't matter female or males, but especially if you have friends of the opposite sex, right? So if Anthony is married and Anthony has a female friend, if that female friend is not a friend of his wife, then they really should not have any close relationships with at all. They should not have any close relationships. This situation, she did. And Jamal is now stuck because he's into her and she's just not that into him, right? So it poses a challenge. And now she wants to work things out. Now her wanting to work things out with her husband is the right thing. But she needs to be open and honest with her husband and say, listen, we were going through a couple of things and I was seeing somebody on the side. And be honest. If they didn't have sexual relations, be honest. If they did, be honest. And that's how you start to mend the relationship, by being honest and open with one another. Jamal is not totally innocent in this situation either, though. Jamal understood that she was married, and him allowing himself to be involved with a married woman puts him at fault too. Which goes to show, if you are looking to get into a friendship with anyone that's married, make sure that you seek to be friends with the husband or the wife too, to safeguard you. Don't fall for a married anybody, because 9 times out of 10, when things get hot and there's drama in the relationship, they will always choose their spouse before they choose the side piece. And that's what it is. So be careful, be cautious. And don't be Jamal. And don't be Anthony's wife either.
Again, thank you for giving me the opportunity. If these different situations connect with you and you can relate to them, or you have maybe a little twist to it or some different things going on, and you believe that you can connect with someone like a therapist to help you navigate those waters, please, feel free to contact me.
Thank you for watching the Situation Lounge, where improv and coaching connects. Don't forget to follow us on TFG365TV. Have a great day.
Who can be against us if Jah is for us? The wicked can never ever prosper. If Jah is for us, who can be against us?
All right, so we took a break from the hustle to have some family time. There's this nice location in North Miami called the Nomi Village. Once a month, they have Sunday Fun Day. So I took the kids out, and as you could tell, they had a great time. They had this huge bouncy maze. So they were going from one place to the next, exploring. So it was really nice. After that, we got a chance to just walk around, explore some of the local vendors. But this right here, this was the winner. They wanted to go in more than once, and I was like, you know what? Go ahead, because nap time is going to be very sweet after this fun day adventure. So once again, this was at the Nomi Village in North Miami, Florida. Check them out, especially for their Sunday Fun Day. All right. I got a chance to watch the pre-screening of One Love. It's a movie about Bob Marley's story. We went to Silver Spot Cinema in downtown Miami. It's a beautiful location, great spot to be able to enjoy a nice movie. There was so much to unpack here. The love story, his passion for the arts and a message. Despite the controversy, hang out afterwards, talk about the movie, because as a person from Jamaica, it was truly inspiring. Here's what we learned so far being married for 17 years. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I said 17 years. Woo, time really flies by. There's a lot of fun. Like, we get to dance and enjoy each other's company. As you can tell, sometimes we're a pain in the back, and we go on adventures as much as we can. But hey, this thing we call life, marriage, it's meant to be a journey, right? I feel so bad sometimes when I see couples, they don't give each other a chance to grow, to learn. It's like everyone's talking about marriage like it's some kind of business transaction. Like, okay, you need to bring this to the table, that to the table. Look, my husband didn't know how to dance when we got married. He's
just need some space. I just need some.
Who am I trying to stop? Who am I trying to block? Who am I trying to obstruct so them can't get up and them walk around? We pray. Whose door am I trying to knock? Full force to pull out the lock. So I'm on my morning drive, doing my rounds. And this is like where all the ideas kind of flow. And I'm trying to figure out a way to create this full circle effect. Like, what I mean by that is where the content we create would circle back around to have an impact in the islands I call home. And I figured, let me start up with Jamaica, or the other islands where our team members are from, and then continue to branch out from there. Because right before the pandemic, we had our family vacation. And we're like, let's just go for it, Did research, and we're just like, let's just go. And that's what we did. We went to Jamaica, but being able to experience that was beautiful. I just had my third child. So that's how you know I was like, we just need to go. And it was 2019. It was a really great experience. And while I was there, got a chance to connect with vendors and an amazing taxi driver named Rudy. And as much as we were having a great time, I did feel it on my heart like, wow, we need to do something. The reason why I say that is many of the vendors and those who I spoke to, like the drivers, were
sharing their frustration about not being able to connect directly with potential clients or customers abroad to be able to help grow their business. They invest a lot of money and resources to provide the best quality, but they just felt as though there was a block in order for them to reach people. So it's like, all right, how can we help vendors and drivers be able to connect with people? And I'm like, well, I've been working on this platform, this channel, and I could use that. Try to figure out ways to use the platforms I currently have, my voice, as well as recruiting the team. Most of my team members are from the islands, are first generation Americans, so like we have to be able to help so that way there's economic growth. And economic growth in the islands is through travel and tourism. That's like bread and butter. But many of the vendors don't have the capital to release huge marketing campaigns and stuff like that. So it's like, well, this is why I started my business in the first place, was to be able to create opportunities, did collaborative marketing to help bring their message forth, as well as to bring awareness to a cause. Like, how can we pull this off? Because it's challenging. So I was like, all right, cool. When I go back, I'm gonna talk to the team and we're gonna make it happen, right? Then the pandemic happened. And I'm like, how am I going to pull this off? People aren't traveling like they were before. We can't travel to create content. Some of the ideas I had, it's like, how am I going to pull this off? And then I was like, you know what? Let me just reach out to a few people. So I shared, like I said, I shared it with my team here in the U.S. And I have team members like Anthony, he's in California, Jamal, he's in Virginia, and my sister, Ebbs, her fine foodie. And then I'm like, all right, well, part of the strategy to be able to highlight the islands, to then highlight the vendors, I was like, I need more content creators, you know, and I came across this page of a guy named Sheldon, Levene. And I was like, wow, this guy has some really nice work. And this guy seems busy. You know, he's capturing aerial views of Jamaica on his drone. And when I reached out, he shared some of the other projects that he's done and he's working on. Oh, I have this idea I want to pitch to you to see if we could highlight the islands using visuals, beautiful images of the islands, and then share the stories of the vendors. And I'm like, all right, well, let's do this. You know, let's make it happen. And we started working on a few projects. And the roadblocks that we face is just primarily one, you know, time. All of us are in different industries, and it's like, how are we gonna pull this off? You know, how are we gonna shoot? Sheldon gonna shoot some clips down there. I shoot some clips up here. I'm trying to find a videographer that would jump on board with this project. There has to be a way. I gotta figure out a way to do this, and we did. Early mornings, late nights, and we did. We did it.
It's an interesting feeling, and you know, glad I made the plunge. And certainly, yeah, there's a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. I'm ready for it.
Well, I just want them to know that
everyone. So I just sampled Bun and Cheese ice cream. Bun and Cheese ice cream.
Thank you all for giving us this interview and this opportunity to be seen and heard.
More persons come to Jamaica, the economy is up. Persons get jobs in tourism, and it cuts down on frustration of persons. So if I can indirectly somehow contribute to your 0.09%, I'm good.
Happening. We're exhausted, but we hope you enjoyed what you watched so far. And that's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
All right, Queen, let's go. Happy birthday. Surprise.
Look who it is.
Okay, you got me.
We found Burger Guys in Los Angeles, California. Whew, this image does it no justice. The burger was loaded, tacos were loaded. Everything we tried was full of flavor. Oh, and the guys were amazing. Stay tuned for the full video. We really enjoyed our experience at the Apple store in LA. It was a unique experience. Now we're heading out to Santa Monica for the first time.
Is there no any trash left? I'm so sorry. No trash behind in the buckets. No?
Okay.
Say thank you.
on, but I won't stop, won't stop. I can't be stopped now, can't stop. I can't be stopped now, can't stop. I can't be stopped now.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. We have Chef Rose here, and I love his story. I had the opportunity to meet him at the South Beach Wine and Food Festival, and one thing he shared was that he opened right before the pandemic. That right there, my friend, for him to open before the pandemic and still be in existence is a major testimony to perseverance. And like, I want them to hear from you. So you started out in 2019.
September, man. We opened up in September 2019. So, you know, opening a restaurant can be very, 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 very difficult and challenging. And, you know, the first thing about a restaurant is location, location, location.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, circumstance allow you to get to whatever location you can get. That's where we are. So it was very interesting because challenging enough already starting out. Then March, what, late February, going into March, I believe it was in 2020 when the pandemic hit us. Oh man, it was brutal. It was brutal. But what's funny is this: we pretty much was preset. It's crazy. Look inside. When the pandemic hit, and they came up with restriction for whatever restaurant can be open, we was already set up. We already preset. For some strange universal reason. I don't know why. You know, but we was preset that we can serve continuously without closing down. So we got lucky right there. So we was one of the only restaurants that was open throughout the whole pandemic. This door have not closed throughout the whole pandemic. When restaurant was closing down and there was got to go back to the drawing board and we say, hey, are we going to keep the door open and follow the guidelines that was given by the government? It was very difficult. But we was pretty much already set. We just took a piece of plastic, just run across the top, and that was it. We was already set. But when the pandemic came about, though, one of the smartest things that I believe that I did was I stayed open late throughout the night.
Mm-hmm.
So when the police officers and the doctors and the nurses was going to work or coming off work late at night, because we was working 12-hour shift. So when they getting off work 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, and we in the middle of the pandemic, absolutely nowhere to eat. But I kept the door open during those times, 24 hours. So I start gaining customers from just by the late night. And so they become daytime customers. And they start spreading the word. And then that spider just continued from, I think it was about at least 6 months I was open. Just start creating that customer base from that.
Mm-hmm.
And that customer base just becomes daytime customer. They start spreading the word.
Mm-hmm.
And so from there it's just pretty much it's not easy going, but it was pretty much was a start. Then, you know, coming into the pandemic and it's like, oh my God, what we gonna do?
Yeah, because many places shut down and they haven't reopened since.
Yeah.
So to see that you're still standing, it's like, wow, that's beautiful.
Well, the quality also makes a difference because during that time, you know, everybody was scared to eat. Everybody was scared to go out. And you were not going to, you know, the place and getting your food scoop and service. You were scared. So being that everything was cooked in the order and everything was independently done, it also gave us a lot of edge ahead of the game. So you don't want to go just anywhere to eat anymore. You know you can come here. You know your meal is going to be fresh and cooked independently just for you, and it's not sitting up waiting on the buffet. So we had another edge, and we just continued. The menu was also more refreshing also.
Mm-hmm.
And during the pandemic, a lot of people started looking out for their health and thinking about eating healthier. We nailed it also. We removed oil. We don't cook with oil. We don't cook with dairy. So those are, give us more advantage of keeping the food a little bit more refreshing and more tasty. Very flavorful without using those stuff. So I would say the pandemic did tremendously a lot for me instead of doing a lot of bad for me.
Mm-hmm.
And during that time also, opening a restaurant, you go through a lot of changes with your menu, with what you thought you was going to serve, what was going to sell, what was not going to sell. During the pandemic, it also allowed me to grow and learn more as I'm growing. This is the first time I have a complete open restaurant. I have cafes, but it's different. But it allowed me to grow and get to know what the customers really want as well.
I'm glad you mentioned that because in any business, sometimes you go with the mindset of this is what
you want to tell your clients, this is the product. But when you take a step back and you're willing to listen to what the clients want, that's when you're really serving your customer base. Because now they recognize, okay, he's serving me. Not just tell me what I should get, what I should order, but when you listen to the customer, that's why I like when you mentioned in your sign about like cook it fresh and however you want it. I was like, okay. No,
you don't want something in your food. Just let me know how you want it.
Yeah, so when I saw that on the sign when we met him at the South Beach Wine and Food Festival, I was like, okay, we have to check out his location. Now, what would you say is one dish that you're so surprised at? Wow, you know what? This was a hit. You know, when it turned from just an idea to then you working and then you seeing people order it and enjoy it.
Jerk salmon and ackee with that sweet plantain pumpkin waffle. That was a surprise. I kid you not. That dish, I'm trying to remember what I was doing at the time. I think I was in Jamaica. No joke, I was, and I was trying to think of that one dish that would stand out and say, okay, wow, we could do that with ackee, and that was it. The jerk salmon and ackee and waffle. That actually blew my mind. It was like, wow, it was really, really good.
And it is really, really good because we had it and we love it. And we definitely love the service here, Chef Rose. For those of you, whether you live in South Florida or you're visiting, make sure to stop by. We'll include the links below. But I want to say thank you for just sharing a little bit of your time with us today. We know you cook, for your customers, fresh to order, and just to know that you took this time to meet with us is very special. Thank you again, Chef Rose. This looks really good, guys. I mean, the flavor, I'm all about flavor, and that flavor was hitting me when it came out the door. I was like,
whole collective group of powerful different members in our community.
From young to old, I saw a community of people gathering together to empower, to encourage, to inspire, and just letting them have that moment was beautiful to see. So I hope you enjoy these clips from that day. And let's continue to encourage our young men to let them know that we see them, we hear them, and we're rooting for their success.
Black History Month with a whole collective group of powerful different members in our community, different members from the Divine Nine, a lot of different popular or common historic Black fraternities are here, leadership representing the entire criminal justice system, advocates, community workers. Scroll around and take a look at just like all the different type of networks here. This is an important time, a good opportunity for myself and all the different leaders in the community to talk to a lot of young Black men out in the community about the importance of being able to succeed, the things that they can do, the driving forces behind how I was successful, and sharing that with the youth. Because at this point in time, in this juncture, it's not only Black History Month, but it's a great opportunity for us to really capitalize on the opportunities that a lot of our forefathers and a lot of the sacrifices that they made to get us here. So great event, happy to be here.
Hey, greetings everyone. Vice Mayor Commissioner Ray Martin from the city of Lauderdale, and we're out here in South Broward. I'm great, doing great times. I love being with my friend Commissioner Maxwell here. We're out here mentoring the young students. It's always great. My friend Maxwell, he always out here for the people, always out here for the next generation. And I love people like him. I look to him as a mentor to help make me a better commissioner. So, Commissioner Maxwell, I appreciate you.
Always good to serve. I love thank you. You're my mentor. You're my military guy. You gave back to the community. So I'm following you up on you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. How you doing? Harold Fry here, your Broward State Attorney. We're here for Lift Every Voice. We're here to just represent, love on, show support and appreciation for our young brothers here at South Broward High School. It's a blessing to be here with Commissioner Martin, Commissioner Maxwell. God bless you all. It's about our youth. Happy Black History Month.
There's no place else I'd rather be but right here, right now at this school. After hearing what I'm hearing and what we have known for a long time. And this brother here is a newspaper brother.
How you doing?
Say something, man.
Oh, okay. So where should I start? It's a privilege to be here, to get a chance to show what was poured into us, and we can pour it back into some others. So it's just a blessing to do what's right. And I'm just glad to be here with some great people. Okay?
Thank you. For Henry himself.
community of people gathering together to empower, to encourage, to inspire. And just letting them have that moment was beautiful to see. Let's continue to encourage our young men, to let them know that we see them, we hear them, and we're rooting for their success.
What's good, peoples? We are here. It's a couple of hills that we gotta climb, but we're here.
Yes, we made it to Seven Rivers. We are doing a camping tour. Oh, that's a joke. Got the. Oh, you found it? Okay. And that's Rudy back there.
Look at that big old mosquito.
Like when I heard it at first, I was like, "Oh my gosh! Hopefully that's not bees."
I know. I thought it was that too.
I think what we can do, I mean, the cave kind of dark, super dark. I guess what I can do, if you want, we can do recording on the nice field out there. Yeah. The open field. Kind of start talking and interacting when you're recording me.
All right.
Yeah.
See him overhead. Oh. No, man, I know that. No, I don't. Can I get one of those for Christmas?
I know, right? Okay.
So we can get content. It's so nice. What is it?
Babe, I really want to be one of those.
Are you able to fly? Well, no, don't fly it in the cave. We don't want it to get lost.
Coffee ground? Coffee beans?
Yeah. I think it's cocoa.
Yeah, this is cocoa.
Yeah. I reckon I like it. So I was saying maybe we can go down there and yeah, you got out somewhere. We're just kill off species or whole those keep muggles just keep breeding and breeding. And that's killing off the snakes. So it was kind of interesting when you found that snake, because that snake has technically been around. The family has been around hiding in the rocks.
And that was Mama Snake, so they came and found her and set her free, so she can breed. Oh my gosh! And this is like just half of the place, or?
That snake is free. I'm not going down there.
I mean, if the snake is big, we can see it. Right?
Yeah, but if it's hiding behind the bushes, you ever seen the movie Anaconda?
You still have the coffee bean in your hand?
Oh no, I threw
Oh.
You get to pick them up. There's more in the tree.
So let me ask you. So let's say if we had like a kayak, we could jump in here and then go all the way around,
Yeah,
right?
they have a kayak actually. I think it's in storage, but they have a kayak. They have a kayak thing where people kayak and go. Nice. But then it's not going to be in the bamboo. But some persons are afraid of kayak.
How deep is the water? Like when it's down to that level, how deep is it? You know?
Pretty shallow. It's not that. You can walk into the water around here.
Okay. Was it cold?
Yes. Oh man, I just wanted to just dive right in.
There's a location here.
I don't have the proper shoes to be down there.
Come on.
Slip, fall, and mess myself up.
Oh my gosh. I know. Like seriously, I just wanna.
every single one of us have something to.
Bun and cheese ice cream. You're lying. You're lying. You have to show me this. Hold on here.
That's like,
Show me this.
I wish I knew how to bake bun and cheese.
This is bun and cheese. Can I taste it?
All right, so let's get your reaction on the new flavor. I don't know if it's, well, no, this is a classic. It's bun and cheese is classic.
Bun and cheese is my thing.
Hi. Okay. So you have to let her know what you want, Alina. Which flavor? Just the kids. The kids' food.
What are some limits that you would say that you place on yourself?
Every single one of us have something. Every single one of us have something to give, something we can offer, whether it's from our experiences, good, bad, or in between. And how can we use that to say, help someone else launch, to get them to connect with a reality that they could possibly say, okay, from this, I may be able to see how I can become something. I can become the best version of myself. But sometimes we are short-sighted and we miss that. We think that what we're doing is just right now. And until we have someone to help us understand and show us that it's beyond that. So when I think of the domino, I think of those pieces one at a time being knocked down. And it's just, it just says that one beginning process. And so that's in my visual, in my mind, I'm seeing right now this domino effect. Things are knocking down one at a time. And at the end part, the last one that gets knocked down, we don't know where that anyone may end up. We don't know who that might be, right? That might be the person at the end who ends up where at a place one day where you look back and say, man, how did I get here? And you follow the path and you do reverse engineering and see where it all started. So that's what comes to my mind.
What are some limits that you would say that you place on yourself? And how do you think that you can overcome them?
All right. So we are now live and inside of TFG City, inside of the VR world. I'm here with Jamal. My name is Anthony Ryan Grant. I'm here with Training for Greatness. And we're about to take a grand tour from the hall leading into the main auditorium. Jamal, what do you think so far?
I'm definitely loving the architect and just the amount of space there is. I think that's going to be great for people to move around, interact with each other. So I'm loving the design.
All right. I guess let's go ahead and take a walk inside and see what's going on.
All right.
Take the scenic route. Past the TFG City floating coin in the middle, with the nice decor. Definitely places for people to take pictures and take in the scenery.
Yeah, see, we have a couple of visitors.
One thing I think people are really going to enjoy is the light scheme and color scheme in here. I think it's like a very neon, like a Tokyo neon esque look that this is very eye appealing and catching. I think people will be very impressed by what they see.
Yeah, I think I like about it is it's like you said, the lighting is soft enough, but at the same time, it captures your attention, and yet there's not too much going on that you're just so distracted.